What's up, YouTube? This is Kevin and Mason.
Whoa!
And this is another installment of the
we don't even know.
After Dark.
We're like...
No, we know because I made a logo for us.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
After Dark is what it's called.
I like it.
ZeroHP After Dark.
I like it. It is...
although it may not be gaming related.
Nor is it dark.
Nor is it dark. Or after anything. Well, maybe it's after your... I don't know. I guess I don't know.
It's not even. Yeah. We don't know what we're doing.
We just kind of wing it, you know.
Right.
You know. No, literally, I just like retold before we started this podcast. I was like, Mason, let's just wing it, dude. And it's like
there's so little fucks given. It's almost impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty.
You give a shit.
Yeah, I know.
Kevin.
I know.
It's admirable.
I know. I take it as a compliment.
You shouldn't, but
you should because I feel like today's culture. People care too much about other people's opinion of themselves. You know, like, I feel like people, that's why a lot of people in our generation have low self-esteem.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
This is, like, being serious. I feel like a lot of people take other people's criticism of them to heart. Like, I mean, it's really...
Yeah.
I know there's a balance.
Right.
I know there's a balance.
There's also the other side where, like, you should kind of care
about
your product.
Oh, yeah, I do.
But
and then in a sense that, you know, I'm still putting out, like, quality stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, just, like, for example, take yourself. Like, you want to keep yourself in shape. You want to keep clean and all that stuff. But when people, you know, people too criticize, the reason why people are so critical of other people is that, you know, it makes themselves feel better.
Oh, yeah. It's all, you know, kind of a self-objective
kind of thing. And I feel like, you know, when that starts, it's like a kind of downhill thing, you know, when you start believing people like criticism of you, you know, then you start getting low self-esteem. It's like a vicious cycle kind of thing.
Exactly, and you start getting involved in shit you don't care about.
Dude, and you know, for me in high school, I was a really shy person.
I spoke maybe 4 words in my entire high school.
4 years of high school.
4 years of high school, I talked maybe like, 3 or 4 times.
No, I would be like, I thought you would maybe like... Oh no! I guess you could just raise your hand when they call your name for like attendance or whatever.
Yeah, it's just I would give them the nod, or the hand raise.
Like,
you know, all the teachers really liked me because I never talked.
Dude, exactly. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. They're like, you're not this like douchebag. You went to public school, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
So like, they're not this douchebag that doesn't want to be here. Then you're like just a quiet guy.
Yeah,
like still do your day.
You did your shit.
Yeah, you did your shit. Like your homework.
Went home or went to work or whatever. And
yeah,
it's terrible. But and probably the worst part about that. Is like if you run into those teachers outside of the classroom, they never know who you are.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, hey, I had a question about that thing, and they're like, in your
what class? What period are you in?
Like, oh, I'm literally in 3 of your classes.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh, well, you should talk more.
Yeah, exactly. But just to get on this whole self-esteem thing, I feel like people are just too critical of themselves. But yes, I agree that I tend to do the latter, where it's like I don't care enough, you know. I agree with that, but again, I'm not going to change myself.
At least you acknowledge it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, people just need to believe and know who they are and kind of accept it.
Kevin,
you know,
how's life going for you?
Life is kind of shitty, to be honest with you.
That's not good, man.
Yeah, I know.
Why?
Well, here
what's up?
Work related, right?
Anything that you're willing to talk about.
Yeah. So work related. You know, I talked to my manager this week about pay raise, right? You know, talking about, hey, you know, I do a lot of good work here. I know that I want to be here. It's a nice company. But basically I was told by the manager that I was in a dead-end job, and I was happy, or I should be happy just to have the job. So that's pretty shitty.
It's not usually what you want to hear from your manager.
No, I wouldn't say so. Yeah. So yeah, it was interesting to hear that.
So what did you do on the work computer?
Oh yeah, so at work, I basically that same day, I started updating my resume, my cover letter, all that stuff, and then today on the work computer, I applied for a new job at work for a rival company. So
on your current company's computer.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Back to you not giving a fuck.
Yeah, if they don't give a fuck about me, then I don't give a fuck about them.
All right,
you know,
I appreciate that. My only concern would be, what if the current job no longer wants you doing that?
Yeah.
They let you go. New job says, nah, we're good. We're all set on Asians. They met their quota. What do you do now?
Unemployment. Fuck yeah.
No, I don't think. What does that plan look like for you?
Unemployment. Yes.
I don't know if unemployment is the route.
Oh, dude.
That you want to go?
Dude, I want to stay home and play games all day.
Are you going to stream it? Are you going to... Of course not. Why would you do that? That would benefit you. You don't want to do shit that benefits you. Why would you do that?
Maybe. Well, good thing that you brought that up. I kind of just want to talk a little bit about it because I don't think Ian will talk about it too much in his podcast.
Who knows?
But the Twitch, Twitch just released like a new thing.
The thing I sent you earlier?
Yeah, the new thing.
I was hoping we'd talk about that.
That's really cool.
That's crazy.
I'm really into the Twitch community. Like, I really like all the streamers. I like the games that they play. Everything involved in it. Especially, like, for me, I tune in all the time when there's, like, pro tournaments for certain games and stuff like that. So there's a new thing that was released by Twitch that there's different tiers of subscriptions now.
Yeah, so it was originally only $5, right?
$5.99.
And then I think most streamers, when you become a partner, you would get like $2, and Twitch would get $3.
It's about or you could
negotiate or something,
like
right? Like that. So I think now it's $5, $9,
and then
like $25.
Yeah,
right. Which is kind of a weird jump. A lot of I follow a couple streamers on like Twitter and whatnot, and they were actually reacting kind of negatively to this.
Interesting.
And
why is that?
I couldn't figure out why, and I'm like, where could the downside be?
Yeah. Or is it Twitch taking a bigger cut of this, or what?
No, I mean they'll take the same percentage, but
okay.
they will make more money from
it.
But
obviously,
what it seemed like was people are worried that streamers will now choose like favorites. Like, okay, let's say you support a guy with $5 and another guy in the chat is supporting with $25. People are worried that he's going to be more receptive.
Oh, I see.
They're kind of like being attention whores, but people are more worried that they will
focus on that 25 guy.
Yeah, exactly. They'll be more receptive to him in chat and do more for him. Honestly, they kind of should if you pay anymore. But
well, here's the thing though. I would leave it up to the streamer to understand that shouldn't happen.
Right.
I follow a lot of streamers as well on Twitch, and they're all super nice, and I know that they some of them live off of streaming. That's just their lifestyle. So that financially is great for them.
Right.
That's great for them. But yes, I would leave up to the streamer. Be like, hey, you can't forget about the little guy.
Exactly.
Kind of thing.
And most streamers, I really don't think that'll be a problem with.
Yeah, me neither.
And one other argument they had was like, why wouldn't you tip if you wanted to give them more money? I don't know how it works when you receive...
Doesn't PayPal take a cut of that?
I don't know.
After a while?
Yeah, I have no idea how that works when you receive a tip. And that's why I was wondering, like, okay, yeah, maybe this is a play by Twitch to try to get more money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
So after I thought about it for a while, I was like, it's kind of fucked up if that is what they're doing.
Yeah. Because Twitch is all about making money.
Totally.
And what were they bought for?
It was some ungodly. It was like $390 million.
Yeah, so
I just looked at it today.
It's all about the money for them. Yeah. So I totally agree that it's a kind of like a cash grab.
Yeah.
But to the streamers, I think that this may be a good thing because a lot of them are gonna, because a lot of ones that I follow live off of streaming.
Right.
So that means that they stream literally a full work shift, like
40, 50 hours a week.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, dude, I'm more power to them.
Yeah.
But I get why they're doing it too. So
I think
they shouldn't.
More good than bad will come from it.
Yeah, I think exactly. I think more good than bad because, like you said, the tip thing. But it's really up to the streamer to not leave, the other guys behind. Because even like some streamers will always appreciate like the follows, not because that's free on Twitch.
Yeah.
Then there's some that just will ignore them. I get that. They just get so many.
That's crazy. Once you reach a certain level, it kind of makes sense that you ignore a follow because they can get like 1,000 followers every time they stream.
Right. Exactly.
But for people just getting started, I've been there. I know you've been there, and every time you get like 1-2 followers, you're fucking great.
You're like, oh yeah,
fuck yeah, man. Yeah. Although you can feel like now you have to live up to this guy's expectations, or girl's expectations.
You're like, I have to commit to this now.
Yeah, and we know how you are with commitment issues.
Oh yeah, it's completely bad.
Although I stand by to this day, if you were more committal, you could literally be very successful on Twitch, but you refuse to believe it. You're funny as fuck. You're Asian, which automatically puts you up there. Like, you have the whole...
I don't play Street Fighter, though.
You have the whole rig. You don't need to play Street Fighter, Kevin. You play Overwatch. You play fucking... I came in, you were playing Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Like, you're an Asian playing Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
You have all the makings of a professional gamer. You have the PC rig already here. Everything's good to go. You have a good mic, good setup.
Yeah.
Dude, all you have to do now is, like, take your shirt off.
Yeah.
And I mean, like those girls do on Twitch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And, like cleavage, right?
No, I'll wear a deep V.
Deep V.
Yeah, deep
and
V.
then like something to kind of push the old girls together.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And then,
although my man boobs have gone smaller, so that's not good.
It's not good. Oh, it's good for your health.
Yeah, it's good
not
for
good
health.
for your
my milky
your
boobs.
F-list celebrity rating on the internet.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, I feel like you should.
Boobs?
Yeah, my milky boobs.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, if I did, I guess I just start doubting myself.
That's crazy.
That you
it's
know,
so
just
crazy.
like I just plus that, and I just don't have time. In the sense that when I play a game, it's kind of like my personal time. So which is kind of selfish. Right. I understand.
No,
that.
not at all.
But like it's my personal time. I don't want to have to like entertain people.
Yeah.
At the same time, you know.
No, that totally makes sense. I get the wanting your time, and
Yeah.
obviously I would never want you to do it if you didn't want to do it.
Yeah, right.
And I've heard
Yeah.
that once you start gaming for a living,
Yeah.
all the fun kind of goes away.
Yeah.
Like anything.
Anything you do as a job is not fun.
So I think that time where you're grinding as a Twitch streamer, which takes a long ass fucking time, where you're grinding before you actually make good money, would really suck.
Yeah.
I feel like unless you loved it.
Right,
There's streamers
exactly.
out there who just love entertaining
to do it,
people.
yeah.
But when you're kind of introverted and you just love games like us, I think there are times where you'd rather just play a game.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree with that. Sometimes I will stream like the occasional game here and there. I'm planning on recently. I've just started playing Siege.
Yeah.
I'm planning on streaming that later at night. You know,
Good.
a couple because Jeff, myself, and one of our other friends.
We don't talk about Jeff anymore.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. No more Jeff.
No more Jeff.
No more
he
Jeff.
decided to bail on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
So no more. Jeff.
Yeah. I totally forgot.
Should we talk about that?
Yeah.
I didn't want to call him out, even though I just
shit.
did. He bailed.
Yeah, so we wanted you guys to meet Jeff.
We wanted you to know how he's really not a bad guy.
Yeah, or now,
but
how
now
he's a piece of shit.
He's a total piece of shit.
Yeah, so
and now you know.
Yeah,
this is
so we invited him over.
Yep.
So he can sit in our podcast.
We were gonna get the big mic.
Yeah, the nice mic.
The nice big mic.
Yeah, and then we were just gonna chill. He's not too into the game industry. That's why we're kind of doing it after dark, where it's just like more of a relaxed, chill podcast.
Right.
So that's what I invited him. But
here we are.
The
two of us.
Jeffless.
We are -1 Jeff.
Yeah, -1.
And Jeff, if you're listening, this is like 2 weeks after the fact because Kevin doesn't want to upload them for like 2 weeks afterward.
Yeah.
Plus, if he even does it.
No,
then.
I'm gonna upload the first one on Friday, and then this one probably Sunday. So
why 2 different days?
Because because we don't have any content this week. We didn't do a podcast last week. Ian doesn't have any Dead Space Let's Plays this week.
Is it gonna be?
And it's gonna be my Ultimate Battle Simulator video, which you just saw.
Yeah.
And then our last podcast.
Okay.
So maybe I'll do the last podcast tomorrow. So which is Thursday.
Is it gonna be a different day every week?
No, I think Sunday, I think is going to be the time for our After Dark podcast.
Okay, cool.
So moving on forward, I feel like, because Ian basically asked me if I wanted to upload those videos just because there's nothing going on. So I was like, sure, why not?
Now, should we let the people know what else is going on within ZeroHP, or do you want to wait till that's official?
Yeah, let's wait until that's official when we all discuss it. I want to also bring up that we are changing our Twitter handle. Or have we already changed?
No, we have not.
We are changing that to, what did we decide?
It will be ZeroHP TV.
ZeroHP TV. There we go. We're the best source of all entertainment.
Not only that. Not only that. What we found was like some of our shit was a 0.
Yeah.
Like the number.
Oh yeah, that one.
And other shit was like the letter O.
Yeah, so we're gonna make it uniform across.
Trying to make it uniform.
We're gonna make it uniform across the board, and also I think we're gonna. This is including the news. This is the news that is going to be relayed later. But we're gonna expanding our horizons.
Right.
So,
right.
But yeah. So
not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way. Not at all. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Trying to reach new crowds and new audiences and all that stuff. But yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we're gonna change our Twitch as well as our Twitter.
I think. Yeah.
So
right.
Once that is all done, look forward to that. What else?
As far as news that we're going to talk about today, I think that's it.
Okay, cool.
Everything else, I think we'll wait.
All right, can we end the podcast here or what?
Yeah, that was great, man. We didn't even talk about shit.
Yeah,
that was great,
man.
It's good talking.
Yeah, good talking. Recently, you just finished the original trilogy of Star Wars.
Woo!
The original, the OG.
Our friend Ian.
Yeah.
As you know.
Our good friend Ian.
Yeah. As you know.
Yeah.
Is very passionate about things that he enjoys.
Oh, extremely passionate. Yeah.
And myself personally,
I think of Star Wars more than anything else.
Dude, he really likes Kingdom of Heaven.
Oh yeah, that
he really likes.
Yeah.
Like,
has he been trying to peddle that to you?
No, I already watched. I watched it with you. You piece of shit.
Wait.
It was me and you. I think Jeff might have been there. We all watched it.
Oh yeah. We
yeah.
did
remember you were Snapchatting the entire time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you fucking asshole.
Hey, I was getting nudes, bro.
So me personally, I get really into stuff that other people are passionate about.
Yeah.
And when Ian likes something, he's like crazy passionate, right?
Oh, that's good.
So I've gotten a lot of shit I really enjoy from Ian.
Yeah.
I definitely credit him with that. Firefly, one of my favorite shows of all time. Game of Thrones.
Hell yeah.
Recently, Star Wars. For whatever reason, I wasn't exposed to any of that before. So yeah, Star Wars. So it took us like 8 months to watch all of them. Just due to like scheduling issues, we're both really busy and whatnot. Scheduling, you know, I'm busy.
You know,
he's busy.
My assistant couldn't get
hold
of his
reached out to
assistant.
his people. We tried to pencil him in.
Right.
Some shit went weird. Anyway, so we just finished episode 6 last night. So I still haven't watched 7.
What did you think compared to the trilogy, the original trilogy versus the prequels?
Okay, so I've heard this argument even before I watched Star Wars, and I didn't know what any of it meant.
Right.
It's like, what is it? Why do you hate on these fucking prequels so much?
Yeah.
I've seen all of them.
Yeah.
I still don't hate the prequels.
Thank you.
Here's why I think it is, and you're a different case, so we can discuss it. I think it's totally an age thing.
Yes.
I think when like where Ian, for example, and a lot of other people, they were at that prime media absorption age.
Yeah.
When the original trilogy was exposed to them.
Yeah, exposed to them.
And then so this other thing came out, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
I just feel like that's weird because it was in the prequels were in theaters like when we were young. I remember going to see the Phantom Menace, and I lost my shit on how cool that shit. That was my first ever exposure to Star Wars in general.
Yeah, I'm not saying obviously Ian wasn't in theaters when the original Star Wars came out.
But I feel like he may have seen the original.
The timeline that it was exposed to him.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, we watched them in chronological order.
Yeah.
So I started with the prequels, and I was like, "Oh, these are great."
Yeah.
And then the original trilogy, at first, I was like, "Oh God, it looks like it was made in the '70s."
And it was.
And I was like, "I want to go back and watch the prequels." But once you get to episode 5, you're like, "God, this is just so good."
The story is great.
It's so fucking good. But yeah, I definitely don't hate the prequels.
I don't hate the prequels
I do, after everything, I do like the original trilogy more.
And you know that it's just better movies overall.
Yeah, they're just better movies.
But I don't hate I guess it's the nostalgia part of the prequels for me. Like, I remember going to see that in the theaters. Those were like the first couple movies I ever owned personally.
Exactly.
Attack on what was it? The Attack of the Clones was one of the very first DVDs I've ever bought.
It was great.
Yeah, I freaking loved it. And everyone says Attack of the Clones is the shittiest of all the Star Wars movies. I'm like, I fucking love that movie.
I didn't dislike any of them.
Yeah, I didn't.
So I don't know where this argument comes from. It's just because people feel like they have to pick a side.
Yeah, right.
For me, it's like I liked all of them.
Yeah,
I did like the original trilogy more, but the prequels were great. Other than Jar Jar, I'm not a fan.
Oh yeah, Jar Jar.
Jar Jar's kind of ridiculous. Yeah. But it was obviously trying to reach out to their younger audience, I believe. But
did you know that the new Emperor Snoke is Jar Jar Binks?
Are you talking about Darth Jar Jar?
Yeah.
Is this the Darth Jar Jar trilogy?
Yeah, the Darth.
Is that what's happening?
Hell yeah,
dude! It's time. Let's go. But no, I think I was lucky to be able to watch all of them within like a year of each other.
Yeah. That's good.
There was no waiting. I was pretty fresh on everything, except when I went over last night to watch episode 6.
Yeah.
I did have to Wikipedia episode 5 because I totally forgot how that shit ended.
And everyone says episode 5 is the most memorable of all of them. See,
definitely not. But but I mean, I remembered the movie. I just didn't remember where it ended. I was like, oh, and I read it. Oh yeah, Han got captured by fucking Jabba the Hutt. Blah blah blah.
Jabba.
Dude, how about Carrie Fisher in that weird slave outfit? I don't like it.
Dude, it gave me a boner.
I don't like it at all. She's got old lady legs. Even in that movie. Yeah, I think so. Like, I don't know if it's because it was made in the 80s.
I guess it was just,
girls had like 80s bodies, you know what I mean?
Bots,
like, a lot of body hair and a lot of weird kind of... Everything's like...
Okay, don't ruin it for the people that fantasize about that.
Are you getting a boner right now? Is that why?
Yeah, you can't see it, but it's there.
Can't see it.
Yeah. But
but I've always heard that the Carrie Fisher slave thing was... But I wasn't impressed.
It's a nerdy fantasy kind of thing. Like, everyone just kind of grew up with that.
I wasn't impred.
Jabba
could do better.
I'm sure that if regular girls nowadays wore that, and you're like,
Han Solo. No, absolutely not. Han, that would just be so weird. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, do I dress up like Jabba now?
Han Solo.
Okay, but my point is,
right?
Han Solo could do way better.
Oh, wait, why?
Way better. Dude, I mean, Carrie Fisher's okay. I mean, let's not call her Carrie Fisher.
Are you out
of respect for Carrie Fisher because she did
okay, you are criticizing Carrie Fisher or
no,
you're criticizing Leia?
I'm sorry. Carrie Fisher is obviously the actress.
Yes, yeah.
Who I'm not very attracted to.
Okay, so that's what
Princess Leia, we'll call her out of respect for Carrie Fisher. Is not my cup of tea.
You don't like her character at all?
Dude, I'm more attracted to Han Solo. Like Princess Leia, like he's a badass in that movie.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I think he could do better.
Yeah.
That's what I took away from watching all 6 movies.
But were there any other female?
No. None that he was the least bit involved.
Dude, what did you think of fucking Boba Fett dying?
It was really weird.
Yeah.
It was really confusing. When it happened,
you're like, wait, what?
I don't remember what the thing is called.
Yeah, the little, the Snorlax?
Sure, we'll go with Snorlax.
Snorlax?
So he
Narlac. The Snorlax.
Snorlax, right.
Right.
So spoilers from 1985.
Yeah.
Boba Fett, I think, gets like his jetpack malfunctions,
yeah.
Right? Then he falls into the pit with the Snorlax, and then it just eats him.
He just dies.
That was the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
And you know what? Did it tell you? I don't know if you pay attention to, like, before the scene started. Like, I think it was Jabba that said that people that go into that thing don't actually die immediately. They just kind of slowly die of starvation, and then the thing just like slowly dissolves. Like, so,
I never heard that.
Yeah, so the theory is Boba Fett is actually not dead, and
right.
someone went back in there to like save him, or he got out or something.
That's what Ian was telling me. So I don't know where that happens. Maybe in one of the
no, it doesn't happen. It's just a fan theory kind of thing.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
then he's dead. Yeah, whatever. but it happened, and he falls in and dies, and I'm like, oh, it's Boba Fett. There's no way he's dead. And I look over to Ian, he's just nodding. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, but there's a thing that he kills it from the inside and then finds his way out. Yeah. I was like, okay,
it's not.
If it's fan fiction,
it's not. It's not quote unquote fan fiction. It's just a theory created by, I don't know. I guess people were trying to explain it. I don't know. It's like someone saying Darth Maul's still alive. The Darth Mauls get fucking cut in half, but then in the animated series, he probably didn't show you the animated series.
No, I haven't watched it, but I heard about the Darth Maul thing.
Yeah, he comes back, so I'm like, I guess it's possible.
Yeah,
you know, but you never know.
I don't. Did the Boba Fett thing happen in the animated series?
No, the animated series takes time a place between episode 2 and 3.
Right.
So there's a time.
But didn't they do 2 of them? There was Clone Wars and then Rebels.
Yes. Right? So then, there's season 1 through 5 are between the episode 2 and 3, and then there's like the Rebels, which is taking basically after episode 3 happens.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of it's a big universe, which why I think a lot of people like it.
Yeah.
People kind of like dig into stories in the universe. And all
that
there's
so much more to it that I haven't even been exposed to.
Yeah,
yet.
dude.
But I loved what I got to watch.
Did you ever play? Random question. Did you ever play Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic?
No, dude. I never did, and I am ashamed of myself for that to this day. But I was just too young.
Of you.
I was too young, and I was not within the Star Wars, kind of realm.
On Xbox?
It was on the original Xbox. Yeah.
Right, but is it backward compatible on the Xbox One? Can you buy and play it?
I do not think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, that's
if you can, I'm gonna play that shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a copy of it. I can let you borrow it.
Here's my thing though: is you know how I am. It's
the graphics.
It's really hard for me to go back and play old games. Not just for the graphics, but like. I don't know.
Mechanics and
it's just
stuff
mechanics,
like
the way it feels.
And it feels aged. Here's the thing. In my opinion, and I'm sure Ian will agree with me as well with this, that game has aged decently.
That's what he said. It holds up.
Yeah, it holds up. The graphics, of course, don't look amazing.
Right.
But the storytelling is so good that it basically kind of overtakes that. Or it kind of covers that up. But I'm with you in regards to that. I can't play old games and just be like okay with it unless I know it's like for sure like an arcadey game like Pac-Man or some shit.
Right.
Like that,
I mean, I know we live in the world of like remaster right now. I wish they would kind of people would probably freak out. But for me, who's not an original fan, I would appreciate like a revamped. Some better
me too.
You know what I mean? Like
I would probably play that again.
Right. Yeah.
But again. Honestly, I did try a few months ago. I did try to go back into it, but I've beaten it countless times in my life. Yeah, so I tried to get back into it this last time, and I was just like, I can't. I was like,
it, don't worry about like spoiling anything or whatever. But is it a type of game like a Renegade Paragon kind of thing? Like,
yes, it's a very BioWare game. BioWare was one of BioWare's original games where they created that like good evil balance.
So my next question: were you just murdering people the entire time?
I played multiple times, and I played both good and
really?
evil. Yeah,
okay.
And I always, this is just me for BioWare games. I just prefer evil all the time.
Yeah.
So just because I want to relive. Or not relive, but like live out a fantasy of mine is just like murdering thousands of people.
It seems like a lot of games, well, at least some of them, seem to reward you more for being evil.
Yes, because it's a route less taken.
Totally.
Because like, and I agree, and I know this for a fact. Mass Effect, spoiler here, for Mass Effect 3, I actually preferred the evil ending of that whole game series.
I never beat it.
You never? Oh, you never?
I never beat 3.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So, you want me to tell you what happens?
Please, yeah.
All right. So, spoiler.
I know he dies.
Yeah, spoiler for Mass Effect 3. In Mass Effect 3, there's 3 endings. Originally, there were 3 endings. There's one that's good, where you basically destroy all synthetics, and so like that goes with the Geth, the Reapers. All of them are dead. The 2 is the synergy one, where you like meld organic and artificial life together.
Okay.
Yeah, this is really weird. And then the third ending is the evil ending, which is my favorite. You take control of the Reapers, and you are their conscience now, right? So what happens is, if you are a good character, your good conscience will be all of the Reapers now. So I think that in the end, controlling...
That's weird.
Yeah, and then like the Reapers can guide organic life the way and let it blossom and protect it and stuff like that. Okay. I'm like, what? That makes so much sense to me.
Yeah.
You know, like versus like synthetics and like organics putting down. I'm like, what the fuck? That's weird. Can
you explain to me then why people freaked out when he died?
Yes, because one, they wanted their character to survive.
That's why?
Yeah, they wanted their character to... Because if you played a character for, like, say, 100+ hours from, like, say, 1, from Mass Effect 1 to 2, 3, and they just want their guy to be alive, for 1. 2, their endings were very anticlimactic to begin with. Yeah. You had 3 choices. Regardless of whatever choice you chose, you were going to die. So, they're like... Yeah, and I understand what the writers for BioWare were trying to portray, in a sense that... they were like, oh, he made the ultimate sacrifice, quote unquote,
God damn it.
But yeah, I'm like, it just didn't resonate with people. Like, people were.
That kind of makes sense now. Now that you put it that way, I always forget you can play one character through. Cause I never did that. I never carried a character over, but because I always wanted to try different like classes and stuff. But I guess that makes sense if you had him through 1, 2, kind of watched him grow. Not really grow, but you know what I mean.
I kind of had the same feel when I was watching Wolverine or Logan.
Dude,
am I right?
Logan.
Am I right though? That's the same. Logan. That's the same feeling in Mass Effect though.
I couldn't imagine Mass Effect coming even close to the way
I
felt when I finished Logan.
Yeah,
dude.
Okay, let's finish Mass Effect and then we'll talk about Logan. So that's how you would feel. Yeah, and that's how most people that played that game felt. Sense, so that's why and plus the endings were so fucking shitty to begin with. They're like, so.
Yeah, I mean, the end of 2 was cool. Yeah. Because you got to play through, like, the suicide mission, and the whole game was kind of...
I'm sorry. There's another ending. There was one more ending. If you did nothing and didn't make a choice, every organic life would die.
All organic life dies?
Organic die.
Holy shit.
That's
so awesome.
There was another one. And I was like, that's a weird ending.
All organic life dies.
So, if you didn't make a choice, but let's talk about Logan.
Dude, man. Logan. Okay, major spoiler alert. Yeah, if you haven't seen it though, dude, go watch Logan.
Logan is by far, in the last like say 5 years, it has made the biggest impact on me. On the spot. Like, I was like, holy shit! After watching that,
straight up cried at the end of that movie. 100%. Like ugly face girl cry.
Yeah,
it was crazy. I mean, I didn't like Ball. Yeah. There were man tears coming down.
Oh yeah, me too.
They were strong. Yeah, but they were tears.
Yeah, I haven't cried or like teared up like that since the ending of Code Geass.
I had like what do they call it? Like the frog?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can feel like, oh god, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
I'm a bitch. I can't breathe. Dude, that movie. My favorite X-Men movie, if you can call it that, by all time, and it literally includes the least amount of X-Men.
Yes,
which I mean, I think
it included the best X-Men, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't remember. God, what is that guy's name? The guy who
Professor Xavier.
No, not fucking Professor Xavier. The one who like helps them, the bald guy.
Oh yeah, the Nightcrawler is what they call him. Not Nightcrawler. No, not Nightcrawler.
I don't. Well, whoever he is.
Yeah, he's a tracker.
I didn't know who he was.
Yeah. But when he blew himself up,
I mean, everything in that movie.
Everything was so good. That was one of the best movies of all time, I think.
And I don't know if it would have been as good with anybody but Hugh Jackman.
Oh yeah,
because he's the perfect Wolverine.
Yeah,
and I think you've probably seen the pictures online of like they show Spider-Man. It's been 8 different actors. Batman, 30 different actors, and then Wolverine
one
Hugh
and
fucking
only.
Jackman. Through the good and the bad.
Yeah,
Hugh Jackman never
one
bailed.
and only.
He stuck through it. Literally, God, so good. That scene where he's fighting the other Wolverine.
Yeah. Oh, it's
just
on the
young
farm
and fucking ripped.
Yeah.
And old Logan's like, just like tearing into his chest, and it's just healing immediately, but he doesn't heal immediately.
Yeah.
Dude, I could feel like obviously not his pain, but like, I was frustrated. I was like, fuck, you're old. This is fucking frustrating. Like,
it's because the theory behind that is like he wanted to die. Like he wanted to die for so long. Yeah,
but he was just taking care of Dr. Xavier, right?
Waiting for him to die, basically. Yeah,
dude.
Dude. Yeah, that was such a great movie. I'm buying that Blu-ray day one.
Absolutely,
day one.
The only part of that movie I did not like. I don't know why.
Yeah.
At the end, when he's dying.
Yeah.
When he is impaled by a log.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, the girl.
Dude, when she's like, Daddy, like calling him like, who are you? Stop! Like you are his daughter, but you've never been his daughter.
Never. Yeah.
Nor do you have a relationship where you'd call him Daddy.
I feel like if they would just have like kept that scene silent where she was just crying, that would have resonated so much more.
Or call him Logan.
Yeah,
because that's what you know him as.
Yeah,
like you never called him Daddy once throughout the entire movie, or Dad, or Padre, or Pops, any of that shit. So like, the Daddy thing threw me off.
Yeah.
At the end of that movie,
it's still fucking heartbreaking.
God damn it! But I wouldn't. But back to the Mass Effect thing, I wasn't mad that he died.
Yeah.
Like I was.
I was a little mad. I was like,
I wasn't mad.
This is the end of an era, dude.
Totally, but it was perfect.
12 years. Yeah. 12 years
Crazy, dude.
As Wolverine. I'm like, dude, I am never gonna see another actor play Wolverine like I did with Hugh Jackman.
I don't want anyone else to ever play Wolverine.
Yeah, I know.
That's the thing. Is I feel like I'll never.
And he said that in an interview. He said that he will only play Wolverine for one more role, and that is for a Avengers movie of some sort. He's like, I'm willing to do that. Or he said that, I think he said Deadpool movie as well.
An Avengers?
Yeah, an Avengers. He wants to be an Avenger. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, it was like, that's cool.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
But that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
To have him, or in a Deadpool movie. That'd be sick as fuck.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
They could really do something cool with that.
Yeah, so.
Dude.
But
God damn it, that movie.
Yeah, that movie was it had me tearing up, dude.
So fucking
I went to like see it, and I wasn't expecting much. After the reviews were like, it's okay, it's one of the better X-Men movies, blah blah blah. Yeah. And then I went there, and I'm like, holy fuck, this movie is so. It was slow though. Let me pick it was an hour and a half of slowness. It was kind of slow, and I didn't really have any like stake in the characters other than Logan, of course, and Professor Xavier. But I started to like the little girl.
Yeah.
She was starting to get really cool. And then like that dude, like that nocturnal whatever dude.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
Dude,
this is getting,
great movie.
It's a great movie. It's just so like The Last of Us, you know.
I was gonna bring that up. Yeah. But this is not a gaming podcast. Yeah. But we don't give a fuck on this podcast, apparently. Yeah. So that was my question. How do you not like Last of Us? If this movie made you feel anything at all?
But here's the thing. It's a movie and not a game that I have to sit.
What the fuck?
I have to sit through 7 hours to get that.
12 hours.
Yeah, whatever. See, like 12 hours.
Good,
where I can see like in this movie in 2 hours, and it made the same impact on me. Like
no.
Yeah, dude. Yes.
No.
Well, okay, maybe accumulatively across the time of 12 years, I've seen all the X-Men movies. Maybe that's the difference. Right. Okay.
But you didn't watch them all one by one by one.
No.
Right. Yeah, obviously. So, dude. It bums me out so much.
I know. Everyone hates me because I don't like The Last of Us, and it's not like I don't like it.
No,
I just don't have any
stake
in the characters at all. I guess I haven't gotten to that point yet.
You won't. Yeah. And I've said it before. I think you're beyond the point of.
Yeah.
We've already tried to push you. We've held you underwater too long. Yeah. You're dead.
Oh yeah, I'm dead.
You're not coming back up, and you're like, God, I love swimming. Like, you know, it's terrible.
You're trying to baptize me, but you held me down there for too long.
It's not gonna happen.
And then
God damn it.
Yeah.
There's a really great book, one of the few books I've ever read.
Yeah.
The Road by Cormac McCarthy.
Oh, dude, there's a movie.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a... Wait, you didn't know there was a movie?
I didn't know
there was a movie. Cormac... Okay, so the reason I know about the book is because of the movie. I haven't seen it, but they said it's one of the most underrated movies of all time. Yeah. And they said it follows the book almost exactly.
That's fucking
Dude, we should watch it. I'll get it. I'll get it and we'll watch it.
We totally should watch it. But that, to me, because I didn't know there was a movie. Well, the book is so fucking dark. Yeah. But I didn't know there was a movie, but to me, Logan was that movie.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
See,
Obviously different with mutants and shit, but and Last of Us was very, very similar. I think based on that book. I feel like... that's why I love those. So I don't know what it is about that, like
the father, like,
but not father-daughter, like father
figure kind of thing,
like a protective,
old
man who's like just he's over it, he's ready to be done, but he's still a fucking badass.
Because I feel like I guess that's like a train of thought where like the old should protect the young kind of thing, you know, like.
But I don't know where that comes from.
And keep their innocence, basically. You know?
I mean, I hate children.
I know.
You know that.
But, dude, that girl in Logan, she was fucking tearing shit up.
I did not expect that.
I know, right?
Because you watch every X-Men movie, they're all PG-13. They're all fucking terrible. Halle Berry's making it rain. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and then I forgot it was rated R.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh yeah, until the scene where
the scene 2 minutes into the movie, he's cutting off Mexicans' arms and shit like they tried to steal his limo.
That for some reason I forgot about it. I forgot about that scene. What scene made an impact on me
when she comes out?
Yeah, when she comes out with the dude's head
in her hand.
Oh,
I was like, why does she have his helmet? And then no, it's his fucking head.
And she rolls it.
She throws it to him.
And then like his guts.
Dude, I'm like, what are we watching right now? And then she fucking rips those dudes up like. Oh yeah. Oh god.
Dude, that was the scene. I was like, oh fuck.
I was like, oh, it's this kind of movie. Okay.
Oh, did you notice that guy, the antagonist, the main antagonist?
I know who you're talking about. The main soldier guy.
Yeah, he's the main guy in Narcos.
He's in everything.
Yeah,
he's in a lot of shit. He's coming up. Yeah, but he is the main guy in Narcos, whose name I do not remember.
Yeah.
Narcos, another great show. Mm-hmm. Great show.
Yeah. I fucking love that show.
Dude, did you finish it?
Yeah. Do you think that they're gonna go with the Cali cartel next?
Spoilers, Pablo Escobar dies.
Oh,
if that's history.
Yeah. But I was like, throughout the whole like time I'm watching, I'm like, when is this motherfucker gonna die?
Why am I watching this?
Yeah, I was like, when is he gonna die already?
Dude, it's so good though.
It's a great show, by the way.
But yeah, they are gonna keep it going. They're gonna move it over to Miami, where things kind of moved into.
Yeah, because like the Cali cartel was like, because at the end of that season, they're asking the Javier, they're one of the other guys. He's like, what do you know?
Oberyn from Game of Thrones.
And they're the CIA like internal affairs or whatever. Like, what do you know about the Cali cartel? And it just cuts right
about
there.
Miami.
Yeah. So I think that's gonna definitely take the next season.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Did you ever see Marco Polo?
No, I hear it's great though.
Okay, you should see it while it's still on there because they canceled it basically. It's not going on anymore. Yeah, it's not happening anymore. I guess that show was so big in like Game of Thrones scale that I think it was just too expensive to keep making.
I'm just not the big like history buff.
Oh yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean? It doesn't interest me. If there's dragons and boobs, like I'm in.
Yo, dude. But Westworld.
I haven't watched Westworld yet.
Oh,
okay. Let me explain myself.
Yeah.
I canceled my HBO because I caught up on Game of Thrones. So I was like, why else would you need HBO?
Right.
Ballers wasn't that good.
Yeah.
I love The Rock, but Ballers wasn't that good.
Yeah.
And then Westworld. This crazy Westworld phenomenon happened for like 2 weeks where everyone was freaking out about Westworld.
Oh my god.
I wanted to wait until
all the seasons were out.
Not all episodes,
just
at least all of one season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Is it?
Yeah, it's done. It's over.
Season 1 is done?
Honestly, and I say this, I don't say this a lot, but it's probably one of my top shows ever.
Really?
Yeah, and it's because it's up there with Game of Thrones, if not a little bit better than Game of Thrones, to be honest with you. The writing, it's based off a book, the same author of like Jurassic Park and stuff like that. Okay. So it's like it's so fucking good. Like the the production value, the scenery, the metaphors, the camera shots, the angles, and everything. It just makes me feel like that show was just, it was on another level of how well it was made.
I really have to watch it.
I'm not even a film critic or a TV critic of any sort, but I can appreciate how well that show was made.
There's so much shit
and writing wise
to consume right now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Have you fucked with 13 Reasons Why?
No, I know. What is that?
It seems really mainstream.
Yeah, what is that?
All the like teenage girls are talking about it, dude. I'm telling you, I was having a deep conversation with my TL about it this morning. As you know, my TL, straight white male.
Yeah.
Handsome fella. Too. But it's good, man. I haven't finished it yet. It's about bullying, kind of.
Oh.
The girl kills herself. And this is everything. This is not spoilers. You can learn about this just by watching the trailer.
By reading the trailer,
girl kills herself, and she leaves behind 13 OG cassette tapes. Mm-hmm. And then on each side... No, I'm sorry. It's... 7 tapes. Yeah. And then the way cassettes work is you have one side. Right. So each side of each tape is dedicated to one person who is a reason as to why she killed herself.
Oh, wow.
So fucking you get tape number 1 and you listen to it and she goes, Kevin, this is your tape. This is what you did or didn't do.
Whoa.
I fucking killed myself because of you, blah, blah, blah. There's more to it.
Wow.
You know, and then side 2, Mason, this is what you did, blah, blah, blah. But, so you listen to all of them, right? Yeah. Not just your tape. You listen to yours, mine, and the other 10 people. Yeah. And then you pass it on to me. And it has to get through all 13 people. Issues come up with that. People start figuring out, like, what? You did that shit? Yeah. It's good, man. I'm telling you, it's good. It's 1 season and you're done.
Is it 13 episodes?
13 episodes and you're done. They are an hour long. It is a little bit long to get through.
I do need a new show to watch.
A couple days. It's good, man. It is really good. It is. At first, it seems kind of childish. You're like fucking like you're watching Degrassi or some shit. Like a bunch of like high school kids. And
it's in high school. Okay.
It is in high school. She's like a sophomore into her junior year.
Okay.
And at first, you're like, come on, the shit you're complaining about is just high school shit. Like, oh, they were mean to you. Well, that's fucking high school. Like, you just, whatever. And then as you get higher on...
It's darker and deeper.
It gets way, way darker. Yeah. And from what I understand, the ending is... I've been told it was gruesome. I don't know. I haven't finished it yet. Okay. Probably going to finish it tonight or tomorrow. Yeah. But you should try it out.
Yeah, I might have to try that. I just I didn't finish the newest season of Vikings because they took away the last 10 episodes.
That's another one you've been talking about.
Yeah, I love that fucking show. And like again, it's along the lines of fantasy legend kind of game kind of show, but it's way more action packed than Game of Thrones. There's like a freaking fighting scene every episode, and it's well done too. Yeah. It's not like again, I think it's because like it's sort of based in history, so I like that, you know, for that reason. Yeah. But yeah, there's so much shit to like get into right now. This turned into like a movie.
That's fine,
show,
dude.
I like this. No, I like
totally
this a lot.
Fine. Like,
I'm like an amateur. Like I said, I'm not like any way like a movie critic or anything like that.
Neither
am
I.
I appreciate the movies, and I'm an amateur at, you know, its core. Yeah. You know, as a critic. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, if you have Amazon, you don't have Amazon Prime.
I don't have Amazon.
If you have Amazon Prime, you get like a month or 2 free of HBO Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't use Amazon enough.
Yeah, I get it.
To need Amazon Prime. Yeah, I'll probably just do the $10 HBO Go thing. One more thing I wanted to talk to you, not one more, but another thing. Yeah. I'm glad we kind of are on TV show movie topic. Recently, I've wanted to get into anime.
Oh, yeah.
And you gave me a bunch of shit to start with. Yeah. And I haven't, unfortunately, been able to start yet, but I wanted to get your opinion as, from what I understand, as a pretty big anime fan, to someone who's literally never watched anything other than Pokemon.
Or Attack on Titan. You've seen Attack on Titan.
Season 1 of Attack on Titan, you're right. I have watched. I liked it a lot. Yeah. Like, I liked it a lot. Right. It was really, like, brutal and gruesome. I was like, oh, people are getting bit in half and shit. Really good. Recently, I don't know why. Yeah. I just wanted to watch more anime. From what I understand, the episodes are like really short. You can get through them pretty quick. Yes. It's not a big commitment thing. Yes. Much like you, I have big commitment issues when it comes to having fun. But so you gave me Avatar, The Last Airbender, 1, 2, and 3.
Yes, book 1, 2, 3.
You gave me Hellsing, and Darker Than Black.
Yes.
You described Darker Than Black as maybe your favorite anime ever.
Yes, it's my number 3 favorite. Okay. So it goes Code Geass is my all-time favorite. It's right there. You'll eventually. That's why I'm saving it for later.
Okay.
I'll show that because it's a little bit more of a only a anime person will appreciate it.
Okay.
So once you get you dip your feet into it, then I'll say here's some good shit.
Get on in.
Yeah.
Get
I was
on
all
in.
The water's nice in here, boy.
The water's nice. Get on in.
Yeah.
Like a big anime jacuzzi.
Yeah.
You're just in there. Like,
it's like swimming in DVDs and
bukkake, like
yeah,
like
but
blurry on your nipples.
Yeah, blur up my nipples. Yeah,
you know they can't show penis in like Japanese porn.
Yeah, and you know why?
No,
it's because Americans like once they won in World War II, Americans put a restriction on that.
Shut the fuck
up.
up.
Dude, I swear to God, I
hope that's real.
Yeah, it's true. And that's why they're so into tentacles, because they couldn't have penises. Yeah. So they put tentacles instead.
That actually checks out.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, back to Code Geass.
Code Geass, yeah. One of my favorite, like I said earlier in the podcast, it's one of my only animes that actually teared up at the end of it.
Really?
Yeah. It's so fucking good. I like Darker Than Black because it's easy, especially for you, because I think that you'll like relate to the main character a little bit. And it's really, really cool, and there's like action. I'm very picky with my anime. I'm not one of those people that I like all animes kind of thing. No, I'm very picky. It has to have action. It has to have some I have to have some stake in the main character.
Right. Yeah.
I can't just watch things just because they have big boobs. It just doesn't work like that for me. But it has to have good storytelling. So what I would recommend you watch Hellsing first.
Okay.
Then Hellsing's really short. The first season, it's just like the original version of it, and Darker Than Black, and then Avatar: The Last Airbender, because Avatar: The Last Airbender is the best overall anime. Just because, and a lot of people don't say it's anime. By the way, do you know that? Just because it's American made.
A lot of people say Pokemon's not anime.
Yeah, because it's American made.
Yeah, it's just so mainstream.
Yeah, it's so mainstream. So, but yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender is the longest of those three, and it blossoms into like a really nice story.
Yeah.
But you have to give it time. So and plus it's the best overall anime. So
I've always heard really good things.
Yeah. It's everything is true because it's such a great. It's like one of those animes that will like give you hope in the youth, because like these kids go through so much and they learn so much from like the adult world and all that stuff. So.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah,
I can't wait to start. Like, I tried to watch One Punch Man. That was recommended to me.
Yeah,
and I tried to watch it.
Well, yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
I didn't even get through an episode, not because I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I was trying to do a bunch of shit, and this was in the peak of my playing Horizon, which I'm still doing.
Yeah,
but I tried to watch it and play Horizon
at
the same time.
No,
which I was like, I can do this, but it wasn't dubbed.
Yeah, so you can't. Yeah,
I was like, there's no way.
Yeah,
no way I can do this. Yeah, even with fucking.
So that's why I started you with those three, because all three of those are dubbed, so you can hear them.
But I feel like with the way you talk about them, like they deserve to be watched, just watched.
Oh
like I shouldn't play.
I would recommend you just watching them at least for the first time.
Yeah.
Just because you should appreciate the art, the animation, the music and all that stuff, and it's like a for me, the reason I like anime more than sometimes American cartoons is the storytelling in it. Like it's like a novel kind of in a way. You're investing a long time for these characters to develop, and action is great too. And, you always like you holler back to the Super Saiyan Goku days, when you're beating the shit out of it.
I was just gonna ask you about that. I was like, what's your take on Dragon Ball?
I like it, but again, it's like you said earlier, it's mainstream, very mainstream, and I liked it back when it was like not mainstream, to be honest with you. But there's since then there's been so many remakes of it that it's kind of like diluted the series for me.
That makes sense. And then Death Note was another one that
and Death Note I have it over there too. That is gonna be later on for you. Again, you can really only appreciate it if you are really into anime.
Yeah.
Samurai Champloo right there. You take that with you.
Take it with you.
Yeah, that is one of the best overall animes of all time. And guess what? It was made by the guys from the Wu-Tang Clan.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they helped make it. They didn't actually animate the whole thing.
I was like what?
Yeah, no,
what?
No, yeah.
The Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, so, but yeah, it's fucking that one.
That's
is
awesome.
So good.
Hell yeah, I'll take that.
It's really good. And
I feel like anime, like there's so much.
There's so many
right?
dimensions.
Aren't there like hundreds?
Oh, dude, there's millions.
Yeah,
There's almost hundreds of thousands, probably.
Yeah.
Like, the reason that's why I told you, like, don't be afraid to tell me what you like and don't like about it, because there's just so many out there that it's okay to dislike something. Like me, I like suspense, action, and, like, you know, good storytelling.
Yeah.
I can't stand, like, other stuff, like, you know, the slice of life thing where, oh, this kid goes to high school and he lives a normal life. I'm like, why the fuck am I watching this? And I'm like, this is boring as shit. So
Degrassi anime.
Yeah, exactly. So just, you know, tell me what you like and what you don't like, and I'll start tailoring, like, anime towards your taste.
I have another friend who asked me that same question, like, what kind of genre are you looking for? Yeah. I didn't know. I was like, I like action. I really like fantasy stuff. Like, I was like, if you can get zombies in there, fuck it, let's get zombies in there. But my best answer was like, how close can you get me to Game of Thrones? Yeah. In anime, and he's like, I can't really get you close to Game of Thrones. But
because there's a lot of backstabbing in there. Yeah.
Recommended a lot of shit very similar to what you recommended.
Yeah. So
I'm
excited. Did you also mention that you watched High School of the Dead?
I have. Yeah, that was so long ago. I keep forgetting. Yeah.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, like it seemed like it was made for new anime fans.
Yeah, it was.
Like very fan servicey.
It is very fan.
All the girls have huge tits.
Oh,
and they're like
huge
flying
tits,
all over the place. And like,
and there's zombies.
There's zombies. And I just love zombies.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
It's I
liked it a lot.
It's a good anime.
Yeah.
You know, I know, like, just keep an open mind when you're watching it, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's too quote unquote Japanesey. You know, I'm like,
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. But they people use that term.
I thought they were all
like, no,
Japanesey.
They use that term. I'm like, it is a Japanese cartoon. Like you have to expect that. You know.
Right.
So but yeah, you just keep an open mind and just like realize that. Just pay attention to the story. The characters is what draws me back. Yeah. Like each and every anime that I gave you had great characters in it.
Yeah.
So
fuck yeah.
So
that seems to be your connection.
Yes,
usually is the character you kind of grab onto.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of movies, if we can jump off of anime real quick.
Yeah.
Have you watched the new Fast and Furious movie?
I have not.
Kevin!
And I probably will not.
Kevin!
Why the hell would I watch Fast and Furious Fate of the 8?
No, it's not called Fate of the 8, you fucking Asian.
What?
It's called Fate of the Furious.
Oh, Fate of the... Is it episode 8, though?
It is number 8.
Yeah, see? Fate of the 8. Wouldn't that have been a better title?
No!
Fate
so
of the 8.
Dumb.
Fast and Furious Fate of the 8.
God damn it. Are you not a fan? Have you ever been a fan?
No. Oh, Tokyo Drift? I was like...
Shut the fuck up.
I was like, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
The only one that everyone hates.
Yeah, I fucking love Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift is great. It's important.
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift is important to the arcing storyline, right?
Yeah.
Because you have Han. You get to learn a lot about Han, the main guy in Tokyo. Not the main guy, but the main mentor character in Tokyo Drift, who dies, which we know. I'm not going to explain the whole thing to you, Kevin. I can't believe you're not a fan.
Yeah,
I understand you're one of those people who hates on stuff that's
No,
cool.
I don't. I just don't. I've never gotten into it. Like,
here's the thing.
I've never seen a movie that I'm like...
Don't go into it with expectations. Yeah. Don't be like, oh man, I really hope I get connected to a character. And,
See, that's there's
a love story and that, you know, people grow and learn from their mistakes.
But
No.
I heard The Rock's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You go into this movie to watch The Rock punch people through walls, man.
Oh, okay.
He literally punches people through walls.
Okay.
There's a scene where he's escaping from a prison.
Yeah.
Him and Jason Statham, right?
Oh, yeah, I
They're
seen the little
fucking
trailers
people
of it.
up.
Yeah.
They're fucking everybody up.
Yeah.
The Rock is getting shot in the chest with beanbag shotguns.
Yeah.
And they're just bouncing off. And a little part of me believed it. Yeah. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Go, Samoan man, go. And then like he pushed a cop who like flew back and like knocked like 4 other cops back. I fucking loved it. Okay. And then like he does some parkour and you're like, dude, you're 300 pounds. You're not doing parkour. Dude, it's not happening.
I'm sorry, not to interrupt you, but there's a chain of videos on YouTube called Rock Reacts. Have you seen those?
No.
Dude, he watches...
That sounds amazing.
He watches old movies that he's done, and he's like, oh, shit, man. He's like... I watched the one where he did it with the Scorpion King.
Okay.
Yeah, when he's like... Oof. He's like, yeah, I was in the middle of the Sahara Desert, and, like, I was sick as hell. And he was like, I was, like, just pooping out my ass.
Oh, my God.
And then he's like, I had so much diarrhea. And then he was like... my agent calls me, and he's this is during the filming of The Mummy Returns when he was like the animated thing in there. He's like, hey, I just got a call from the producers of The Mummy Returns, and they actually want you to have like a solo movie. And The Rock's like, okay, sure. He's all like, when does this start happening? They're like, it's as soon as you want. He's like, well, my ass kind of hurts. So but yeah, that's how I basically started my career in the movie industry. They took a gamble on me and said, hey, they want to give me a solo movie, and that's what he did.
You know, he is the highest paid actor right now in Hollywood.
Oh,
highest paid actor.
I don't doubt it.
Did you know
he sells movies, dude?
It's ridiculous. Yeah. The new Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
Highest opening or biggest opening weekend of any movie ever.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Any movie ever.
Yeah, because that's from the help from the Chinese, though. You know, like.
How dare you?
What? I mean, you know, hey, let's not.
How dare you? It's because of The Rock.
Inflation.
And his charming charisma. Did you know him and Vin Diesel had beef? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, on set. Yeah, I heard about that. What is that?
Apparently, Vin Diesel's a total diva, right?
Yeah.
And The Rock threw up like this Instagram post, like, thank you everybody for all the love, because The Rock's great.
Yeah,
like,
he's a
if
people person.
If you don't follow The Rock on Instagram, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And you should right now.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm up here at 4 a.m. fucking working hard. Yeah. He's like, but some people, and he didn't say who.
Yeah.
But some people are divas. They don't show up to work. They just do whatever they want.
Wow.
He was talking about Vin Diesel.
Yeah, Vin Diesel.
Turns out, tables turned. Yeah. Vin Diesel owns this shit. He owns the franchise.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, he bought it back in the Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Like movie 1.
Yeah.
That shit paid out.
Wow.
Because it just had the biggest opening weekend ever.
Yeah, holy shit.
He can do whatever he wants. It is shitty to have a coworker, I guess,
like that,
who shows up fucking late.
It's like, can you imagine if like you just worked at a sandwich shop or something?
Yeah.
And like the manager decides to come in whenever he wants.
Just whatever.
Yeah, you know.
Not even the manager. The guy who owns the whole fucking franchise is whatever.
Yeah, he comes in, just has a sandwich.
Whatever.
Or something like that, you know.
But then again, when you work at a sandwich shop, you're not going to make $50 million.
Yeah.
If you're The Rock, $800 million or some bullshit.
That's crazy.
Like that.
Yeah, I might give it a watch once it's like.
No, you won't.
On Netflix when it's free.
You have to watch all of them though.
Oh shit!
You haven't watched all of them.
Do you have them?
I can get them.
No.
I can get them.
No.
If you'll watch them, I can get them. Check it out. Let me tell you.
Start with Tokyo Drift.
No. No, you can't start with. Okay, well you've probably seen 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Right. What?
I don't remember. There's been so many
Paul
movies.
Walker, Suki, Ludacris.
I know.
I mean, Ludacris is in the new one.
Yeah.
But he's a different Ludacris, right? Like.
Wait, what?
I have a theory that he just is a different character. He's a clone or some shit. If you think back to Too Fast, Too Furious, right?
Yeah.
When they find Ludacris.
Yeah.
Do you remember what he's doing when they find him?
No, because I haven't seen it.
Fucking. Goddamn. He is
dying.
No, shut up. He is running like illegal underground bikini jet ski racing competitions.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what he's doing.
Right.
You know what he does in the new movies?
What?
He is the hacker.
The computer hacker?
He is the genius character in every heist movie.
What? Why?
Explain that one.
Why didn't they just hire an Asian guy?
What? Okay, hold on. What?
The guy from Tokyo Drift.
Well, Han died.
Oh.
Han died. Remember?
Oh, I don't remember.
At the end of 5 or
Dude,
7.
you're referencing movies I've never seen before.
I was so frustrating, Kevin.
I was like, end of 5. I was like, I saw Tokyo Drift.
He dies, and then Jason Statham calls Vin Diesel, and he's like, "What up, bitch? I killed Han."
Yeah.
Boop. And then everyone hates Jason Statham, right?
Yeah.
New movie. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
They like Jason Statham now because he helps out, and he's at the barbecue at the end of the movie. They end every movie with a barbecue.
What the fuck?
What? I can't believe you don't know.
What?
Because it's all about family, Kevin.
What?
It's all about family. The whole thing.
What about the submarine missile
No,
thing?
Shut the fuck up.
What was that all about?
It's about family. My only issue with the movie, they invited the guy who killed Han, who was part of the family.
Yeah. Huh.
So I was like, fuck you. But, great movie.
Okay.
I can't believe you haven't... Damn it!
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Expendable 1, 2, and 3.
Shut the fuck up with Expendables. You know what I heard about that movie?
What?
There was a scene where main guy, Sylvester Stallone, right, where he had to like jump off a ledge.
Oh,
but
yeah.
the ledge was a foot off the ground into a green screen.
Yeah.
He had to get a stunt double.
Oh yeah, because he's old as fuck.
To hop off a ledge.
Yeah.
No,
he's almost 80 years old.
He's old as fuck.
Yeah.
And still looking good.
Yeah, I know. He's still ripped as fuck.
Good.
Yeah.
Look like he's got cancer because he's got like veins in his arms and shit. And like, but he looks good. Like he's shredded for cancer.
Yeah, he looks good for sure. You know what? The best part of that movie was
Jet Li.
Yeah.
100%.
Hell yeah.
Jet you're like, he's the only guy who could even jump off a ledge.
Yeah,
in this fucking
and he
movie.
was the only one doing badass martial arts sets.
I mean,
and
martial arts,
fights.
yeah. I mean, Sylvester Stallone fucks people up.
Oh yeah,
like he really does.
But What about that Asian guy from Rogue One? Oh, you haven't seen that yet, huh?
I've seen Rogue One.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I think you said that.
No, I watched everything chronologically between Episode 1, Episode 6.
Oh, okay.
Including Rogue One, which takes place.
In between. Okay, so you have seen that. Yeah, okay. All right, so you have seen Rogue One.
I've seen Rogue One. I loved it.
Donnie Yen, dude. Wasn't he the best part of that movie?
Not even close.
Dude, he was literally the best part of that movie.
Where? At the end, he's like, "Oh, I can't see."
He's like, he gets killed by and then plus they're all like, "Oh, I'm gonna blindfold you." And he's like, "Are you serious? I'm blind."
That was only great because you did that impression.
Yeah, I know.
I appreciate
right?
that. No, God, he was great in that movie. Definitely not the best part.
Oh, he was absolutely the best part of the movie.
At the end, where
dude,
he's like,
when he was like doing like his Jedi kung fu shit, bro. Come on. And when he was fighting those stormtroopers, like with the fucking stick, bro.
So ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. And he's like, and then he's like, the Force is with me.
What a Jedi would do to that motherfucker.
Yeah. Well,
what if he had
a lightsaber and the Jedi would fuck him up, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jedi would fuck that guy up.
Yeah, but if he had a lightsaber, he would fuck the Jedi up.
No, he would not.
Yes, he would.
No, he would not.
Dude, absolutely.
I refuse to believe that. He wouldn't even know like how to turn it on. He'd be like, I'm blind.
Oh, because he's blind? You son of a bitch. You're making fun of his...
Do I turn it? Or
how do you... Oh, wow. Mason just literally made fun of a blind man. You son of a bitch.
Blind Asian man.
Yeah, blind Asian man. But yeah.
Damn, we already killed an hour.
Yeah, killed an hour. Alright, I guess we can call it...
Are we going to end it there?
Yeah, let's end it there. Oh, it's just like the most racist impression of a fucking Asian man. Hey. Oh, man. He's like, how do you turn on this lightsaber?
And he's blind. He doesn't know. He's Asian and he's blind. It's hilarious.
Dude, he's the best part of that movie.
Dude.
But, yeah. Of course, again, like, comment, subscribe.
Follow us on Twitter, too.
Follow us on Twitter.
We're trying to get that Twitter game going.
Yeah, dude.
We don't even know what our Twitter is.
Mason makes a lot of, like, good memes on Twitter.
Not true. I literally haven't done anything on Twitter.
You should.
Haven't done
memes for days.
Meme for days?
Yeah, memes.
All right, I can do that. I can just be the meme guy.
Yeah, just post a game-related meme. There you go.
Okay, but I thought we weren't all game-related now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin.
Maybe put wiener memes in there.
We need to really... No.
Okay.
No. No, you can't do... They don't have that. It's not a thing. It's not a thing, Kevin. No, we'll talk about it off here.
Okay. All right.
We'll call
all
it
right. Yeah. So appreciate you guys listening. Let us know if you like this. I don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, I was like, we don't really know if you guys like it.
We don't know what we're doing. But
yeah.
Give us your opinion so we know if we should keep doing it.
And please tell me I'm not the only one that hasn't given a fuck about the Fast and Furious series.
Okay, but now they're all gonna be like, oh, fuck Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wow, you just assume all the Asian people are gonna be on my side. Okay. All right, that's over, you guys. We're done. We're off the air.
Later.
Jesus.
You hit stop, bro. Stop.